Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 of the Brook Trout. Been a little while, all I've been doing is shoveling snow. So I finally got back in and now we're going to start working on the fish. Just kind of give you a little update of what I've done previous to our other video that got cut short on me. I apologize for that. But anyways, here's the fish. I wanted to do all the sanding to show you after I shaped it, but like I said, my video recorder quit on me. So, you know how it is, mechanical. So anyways, I just wanted to show you here. I started putting the lines on here now I'm going to be start carving the head. I've also got the eyes already placed and ready to go. As you can see, where it is. And all that carving is going to be done. I've got to shape the tail, and you see how the caudal peduncle is. That's got to be kind of shaped a little bit more and then shaped into the tail. And I've also cut out now, just on the bandsaw, I didn't want to bore you guys, but I've cut out all the fins for it. The adipose, the caudal fins, everything. So I got everything all ready. As you can see, those are, I call them stomach fins, but they're pelvic fins. And these guys are the other ones that go on to here. They go on like that. You can see that. So I just started just doing a little bit here just to see how things are going to work. But as you can see, I got my center line, and I'm starting to taper down the wood. So it's gonna take shape. It's gonna take a little bit of grinding, a little bit of sanding, but it's gonna take shape. So with that, I'll get started. And on here, just to show you a picture of what I got, all them lines that I drew on here, as you can see them, they're right here, and that'll be all raised once I do this here. I'll be carving that out around there, and this will be raised up, and this will be opened up a little bit too. So it's gonna look a whole lot different, other than with pencil lines on it, and even around the mouth part. That's going to be sunk in over here. It's going to be cut out, and it's going to be raised. So you'll see the carving. And the detail in the mouth, well, that's probably going to be in another video. I won't get all what I want to do today. It's just going to be starting on the fins and doing that, and just to show you how to shape the fins. Pretty much the same as what I showed you with that piece of fiberglass, except this is wood. So, and I'll be putting on, once I get it shaped, I'll just show you here quick. You'll actually see those lines, but that'll be all indented and carved. But I got to get the shape of the fin though first. Okay, with that, well, we'll start. It might be a little bit noisy, I'm not sure, but anyways, we'll get along as best we can. Yeah, as you can see there, it's starting to take shape. It's starting to thin out, and I'm getting like a wedge out of it. It's going to take a little bit more, but it's there. It's starting. That's even more now. Now it's really starting to look like the pin. That's the pectoral pin that I'm doing, just to show you how to get it. You see how I got that? I'm still not finished. I got to round this all off. Everything here has to be rounded off. So I'll do this. Anyways, I gotta keep on trucking here. I'm missing one of my. I'm gonna take one of my carving knives now, and I'm gonna just go across. There's the look that I want. See how it's getting thinner? You have to watch how the way you go on the wood too, because if it holds back on you with the knife, don't go any further because you'll wreck it. And as you can see, I'm coming along. I just want to use the knife up here just to get this wedged down a little bit more. And I'm going to use after, I'll use a sander on it. And this little tab, that'll be carved out. There'll be a hole made in here, and that'll be carved out so the fin will be sitting like that, because you can't leave it. There's no other way of doing it. You can't put it in there. It won't stay, so you have to make that little tab. If you don't do it, it's not going to work. And this line here, as you see it, pencil line, that's what they call the lateral line. So I got to carve that in a little bit just to get like a bump out of it. As you see on any fish, you'll see all the lateral lines. Now, just bear with me for a second. I've got to get my sander. change over to my other sander now. I get better. Ooh, okay. Oh yes. Put a new disc on. Minor details. Always something. And another thing I always like to try to do is when I'm getting pins ready, I like to try to get them. You got to try to get them as close to the body as possible and get them in the right direction. Because if you don't, it doesn't look right, and it just ruins what you're doing. So you have to pretty much start all over. So what I usually like doing is I'll get it all ready to go here, but then when I do the hole in that, it'll be on an angle, so it'll be like that too. So as you can see, pretty much where you want to be. You see, I've almost got that. The wedge there right now. And that's pretty much where I'm going to stay. And even that side, like you got to leave this side a little thicker, but this opposite side is going to be wedged. And when the thing is going to be done, I'm going to have little teeth marks in here, and I'll show you how I do that. I think I have a bit already hooked up, so we'll smooth that all out, and we'll get all that ready. But you just take your time with it. Don't rush. And any stuff, just to let you know, any stuff I'm going to do, I'm not going to time lapse anything because to me, uh, you don't learn nothing off of it. When I go looking on YouTube, a lot of places I go to, I figure, okay, I'm going to see what this person's doing, and all of a sudden all you see is a time lapse. Well, the fish is in, everything is in fast forward, and like it's, to me, that's not a learning tool. So I'm going to try to show you the best and easiest way to do stuff. So you'll never see a time lapse. I won't do it. As a matter of fact, I was on last night on a video, and that's all there was the time lapse. I said, well, I watched it. It was only about a minute long, but it was a 4-hour paint job on a speckled trout. So I thought, well, it's interesting, but after I seen it, well, it wasn't interesting. I'll thin that out a little bit more, and then I'll show you what else will happen. Different tools for different jobs. I not only use that stuff, I use many sanders if I have them. Because you never know what you're going to need. Now I even use some hand sanding too, because you can't always use the electric stuff. This is just to give it a little fine tune. The way I'm doing this one, just to show you guys, is the way I'm going to do the rest. So it's going to be no different. I'm just going to try to do this one from start to finish for you, just to give you an idea of how it's going to turn out. But you see now how I have that wedge, wedged on there, nice curl in it, nice and smooth. Now I'll show you how I'm going to do the lines, the veins I call them in the trout. I had my other ones here I could have showed you, but I don't have them. So, now pencil, I'll mark out my lines As you can see, that's going to be the big part of the veins now when I scribe them out. And I've got for my little Dremel here, I've got a tool already set up for it. So that's where pretty much is gonna be the right one that I want. All right, pretty well